Hi, welcome back to Popsicle, or a mix of pop and classical, where I'll be posting a series of videos explaining the basics of arranging pop songs for piano. In my next series of 8 videos, I will be discussing pieces I've hand-selected that represent music through the decades, starting from the 1950s and working our way up to today. So in my last 2 videos, we discussed 2 of the most famous musical acts in history, Elvis Presley and the Beatles. For my 3rd video, we're going back to the 70s, where one band that was blues, folk, and rock all mixed into one dominated the scene. Fleetwood Mac. So Fleetwood Mac was founded in London in 1967 by Peter Green, Jeremy Spencer, and Mick Fleetwood, with some vocalists like Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham, and Christine McVie joining a few years later. Some of their most famous songs include Landslide, Dreams, and Hold Me. And Landslide, which was written by Stevie Nicks in 1975, is regarded by many as one of the most iconic songs of the decade and one of my personal favorites. So I decided to arrange it for piano. As you can see here, the BPM is 72. Whereas the original is 80. I wanted to slow it down since students are still sight reading and there are a couple of tricky rhythms in the piece. And it's also not supposed to be a fast song to begin with. So it's always better to go slower than faster. And the key signature is in the original E flat major, 3 flats, B, E, and A, which is a challenge when the student is sight reading, so they really need to focus on that for the piece. And it starts out with a 2-bar piano intro, which is supposed to be like a simplified version of the guitar intro in the song. And then the main melody starts in the right hand, the famous melody that everyone knows, and the left hand just has a basic chord progression: E flat major, B flat major, C minor, back to B flat, repeated in half notes, so it acts kind of metronomic as in a foundation for the right hand to keep rhythm, and these were the actual bass notes used in the song. We have pretty simple rhythms throughout, just a few 16th note patterns in rest, so it is important to subdivide, and I have included the counts in some of the more tricky rhythms, like over here, the 1 and 2 E and 4 E and etc. And then same thing for here. So that way the student can practice along with the counts, count out loud, clap, whatever technique they like. And finally, for the form, I start with, again, the 2-bar instrumental intro. The actual form for Landslide is A, B, C, C, A, with A being the first chorus, or the first verse, B being kind of like a second verse, and then C being the chorus. And for this arrangement, I only did A, B, C, and each section is started as shown with the dynamics.